Hello everyone, I'm Brian Marr and welcome to another edition of Comcast Varsity Football. If you enjoy high school football, you've come to the right place. We've got great games coming 5 days a week from all over Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. Today we're heading out to Wallingford, Pennsylvania for a great battle between Strath and Conestoga. The Pioneers are coming off a Cinderella season where they finished 11-2, going all the way to the state Quad A quarterfinals for the first time in their school history. They lost in Neshaminy 28-12, but are looking at the loss as motivation for this season. Head coach John Vogan returns for his second season and is joined by one of the area's best quarterbacks, John D'Agostini. John had a great year last season, passing for over 1,800 yards and 20 touchdowns, and has a gift for reading defenses. His major concern this year is the rebuilt offensive line, which he's hoping will protect him. The team's only other weakness is having a young defense. And trust me, they'll be tested today as they take on one of the area's top offenses. The guys got off to a rough start by losing their opener to Westchester East, but fought back last week and blanked Haverford 34-0. So they're hoping their momentum will carry them today. But I think they're going to need a little more than momentum because the Panthers are just downright scary. They finished last year 14-1, losing to West Allegheny in the state final. That loss ended their 44-game win streak, but they still hold the state's longest regular season win streak at 55 games. Head coach Kevin Clancy started out his year with a bang after knocking off Interboro 49-7. Then last week his guys blew out Springfield 49-0, so you could say they're rolling. Watch for their running game to lead the way today and their big fullback Dan O'Connor. Last week O'Connor ran for over 150 yards and scored 3 touchdowns, so keep your eye on the big number 40. Last year, these two teams went head-to-head, and Strath continued their winning ways with a 28-14 victory. So will they keep their win streak alive? Let's get you out to the kickoff to find out.
Welcome to George L. King Field in Wallingford, Pennsylvania for a Central League battle between the host Strath Panthers and the visiting Pioneers of Conestoga High School. Steve Degler along with Carlos Bradley. Strath has won the toss. The Panthers have elected to receive the football. Conestoga in the white jerseys moving from left to right will kick off in the first quarter. Steve Fry will tee it up for the Pioneers, who are 1-1, losing to Westchester East in week 1 and beating Haverford 34-0 last week. Lenny Carter back deep for Strath along with Keith Davis. Strath 2-0, wins over Interboro and Springfield Delco by a combined score of 98-7. Short kick is handled by Strath Phil Atkinson. Atkinson across the 20, out near the 25-yard line, where the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. The quarterback for head coach Kevin Clancy is number 4, Rodney Turner, a 6-foot senior. Had a touchdown pass in that big win over Springfield Delco last week. First and 10 for the Panthers, the ball on their own 23-yard line. Back splits. In motion, John Durnell gets the first carry for the Panthers, gets across the 25-yard line. Take a look at the Strath offense. Durnell and Davis along with the big fullback, Dan Connor in the backfield. Quentin Brown, the split end. Dave Peck is the tight end. Up front, Nick Hargraves, Sam McGarity on the right side, Rob Hunt, the center. Carmen Gentile and Nick Cresta on the left side of that offensive line for the Panthers. Gain of 4 in that first down play. It's 2nd and 6 for Strath At its own 27, Keith Davis on the carry, gets out near the 30-yard line.
Talking to Coach Clancy early at the beginning of the game, and he was saying they wanted to control the ball to keep it away from Conestoga's offense.
5-2 defense used by Conestoga. Smith and Floyd, the corners. Heim, a safety, along with Doherty. 2 of the linebackers, Kennedy and Colbert. And the 5-2, I should say, up front with Tenney and Dalton, along with Novotny, Lyons, and Seaver up front in that 5-2 defense for Conestoga. On 3rd down and 4, it is Davis again with the first down and a whole lot more. Takes it out to midfield, where he's tackled by Patrick Heim. A gain of 21 on the play and a first down for the Panthers.
A very nice run there. We saw him being led by Dan Connor, the big blocker and fullback, but a very nice run downfield. Good balance. Excellent.
They're going to mark him down at the 49-yard line of Conestoga. John Vogan, the second-year head coach of the Pioneers. And here is Connor getting his first carry. He crashes for 3 down to the 46-yard line. Dan Connor, an excellent linebacker, but a very talented fullback as well. 6'3", 210 pounds.
See, as he had a big game last week, 3 touchdowns, 2 sacks, an interception. He's the heart and soul of the defense and the big man in the middle to control that line of scrimmage as far as the fullback running up the middle.
Turner has not put it in the air as of yet. Second down, he'll give it to Connor again, and he gets hit hard and early. Dropped by Andrew Colbert, the other number 40 for Conestoga.
Nice hit, squared him up nice. Colbert really got into him, squared those shoulders up. Here we see on the replay, just a straight handoff, and boom, right there at the line of scrimmage.
Gain of a yard on the play. It's 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers at the Conestoga 45-yard line. 9:20 to play, scoreless first quarter. Turner will put it up for the first time. It is complete to Lenny Carter. Carter's knee was down, and he has enough for the first down as he ran a good route, got the necessary yardage, and again, the Panthers will move the chains.
Yes, he did. His knee was down, as we see. Just a quick 3-step drop out to him, and his knee is down. So on the high school level, you are down right there where the ball was caught.
Rodney Turner's touchdown pass last week went to Lenny Carter. Carter, a speedster, runs a 10.6-100 in track season. He'll go in motion this time. They hand it off to Connor. The big fullback crashes through the line and drives inside the 30 to the 28. Gain of 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Panthers. Carlos, they look very impressive on this opening drive.
They look very impressive, controlling the ball. Here we see just a straight handoff to Connor. Good line surge. He's not touched till he gets 4 yards, and he's off for a big gain.
Will the Panthers put it up here on 2nd down and short? They'll keep it on the ground with Davis, who has the first down and rolls his way down to the 21-yard line. Davis picks up 7 more. It'll be 1st and 10 for Strath Haven.
Conestoga has a big chore tonight trying to stop this high-powered offense. They've scored 98 points in their first 2 games.
Strath Haven ranked number 1 in the state of Pennsylvania in Class AAA. And a lot of concern in that Conestoga sideline as to how they can stop this offense. 1st and 10, call it the 22-yard line. Again, it's Connor straight ahead running to the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play. It's 2nd down and 4, and they're finding themselves in 2nd down and short yardage situations.
Yes, they are. Here we see just a straight handoff once again, but Strath Haven is getting very good line surge up front. They're just kind of manhandling Conestoga at this point in the game.
7:35 to play first quarter, no score. Strath Haven on the opening drive at the 16-yard line. On 2nd down and 4, it's Davis again, and he is hit in the backfield and dropped nicely by Garrett Tenney, 6'2" junior, who transferred from the state of Mississippi.
Garrett Tenney got in there right away. As we see this misdirection play going wide, they've been having a lot of success up the middle. Out wide, not quite as much. Here we see Keith Davis getting caught and tangled up by a host along with Tenney.
Conestoga trying to make the adjustments on the fly here. Made a nice play. Loss of a yard on that last carry. It's 3rd down and 5 at the 17-yard line. Connor, the single setback behind Turner, who's going to put it up for the 2nd time. Good protection, throwing for Davis, just out of his reach in the end zone. Davis had a step on Heim, but the throw a little long. It'll be 4th down.
Yes, he did. He was running a nice corner route, but just a little long. Here we see Turner just dropping straight back, turning. A nice release, didn't quite get the ball up high enough, so it kind of lifted on him. He wasn't able to drop it in there to his receiver. Nice route, just a little long.
4th down and 5 for the Panthers. Decision time here. It would be about a 34-yard field goal. The ball's at the 17-yard line, and the Panthers will go for it. Connor again, the lone setback behind Turner. 2 tight end set. Turner, quick drop. Throws complete on the far side to Lenny Carter again. And Carter looks like he has plenty for the first down.
Very good route. With all that speed, that 10-6, he's going to drive off that corner. We see him driving off here, not open, slips and falls, but able to get up and still secure the ball. Very good. Way to concentrate on the ball.
Nice adjustment by Carter.
We mentioned Carter's a 10.6 sprinter during track season, but he also has 1,100 SAT scores, so that's outstanding as a student athlete.
Pretty good combination there. Gain of 6, 1st and 10 at the 11. And now he'll run out of the backfield, and Carter sidesteps his way inside the 10. Carter, we've seen out on the right side, and this time he gets the carry out of the backfield, and he'll pick up about 4 on the play.
They're having a lot of success in the middle of the field, controlling that middle between the guards, getting outside.
5:54 to play in the first quarter. No score. Strathaven on the move. Gain of 4 yards on that first down carry. 2nd and 6 for the Panthers at the Conestoga 7-yard line. Connor gets the carry off the right side, barrels toward the goal line, and he is just shy of the end zone, but he'll probably have enough for a first down inside the 1.
Nice run. Very nice run. Connor showing good speed, just taking one jab step outside, coming inside the tackle hard, running tough, squaring those shoulders up, fighting for that end zone. He's showing good speed. He has 4.7 speed in the 40, and he showed it there.
Connor is very close to the first down. And they're going to bring the chains out for a measurement with 5:24 to play in the first quarter. No score. Strathaven has taken the opening kickoff and run nearly 7 minutes off the clock.
They're doing a good job of controlling the ball straight down the middle of the field, controlling that line of scrimmage. Here we see a first down.
1st and goal from inside the 1. This Strathaven team on the move once again. The Panthers under Kevin Clancy have been to the state championship game in Class AAA in Pennsylvania 3 straight years, winning 2 of them. All 3 games against West Allegheny. The Panthers lost the 2001 state final. And they're trying to start this year at 3-0 with a win tonight. They'll give it to Connor, and why not? He takes it across for a touchdown. Very impressive opening drive for Strathaven, primarily on the ground, and the Panthers take the early lead.
Yes, a very nice drive. They controlled the line of scrimmage very well, up the middle of the field between the tackles. Didn't have as much success outside, but they didn't have to because the middle of the field is where you win the game.
Chris Donnelly will try and tack on the extra points out of the hold of Rodney Turner. Donnelly's kick is good, and it's 7-0 Strathaven with 5:15 to play in the first quarter. And this play caps a 15-play, 77-yard opening drive for the Panthers.
Here we see just inside the tackles once again, Dan Connor driving those legs and then lunging in at the end, getting in for the score.
Connor carried 6 times on the drive for 27 yards and the touchdown. John Bogan's team will get the ball for the first time against Strathaven. The Panthers won this matchup last year 28-14 on their way to another state title game at Hershey Park Stadium. Conestoga will get it for the first time and try and drive for the equalizer.
Strathaven's been on a nice roll. The last 6 years they've been involved in those playoffs. As you stated, winning 2 of the championships.
And they have won 81 of their last 86 games. And the loss in the state final in AAA last year snapped a 44-game win streak for the Panthers.
They've been on a roll.
Lost in the Eastern Final in '98 to Allentown Central Catholic. Won the state titles in '99 and 2000. Lost the state title game to West Allegheny last year. Donnelly to kick off. Patrick Heim is the deep man for Conestoga, and they will kick it away from him, or at least make it tough on him to get a good return as Heim picks up the bouncer and still is able to weave his way out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. That is where Conestoga will have it for the first time in this football game.
Number 6 is over.
And the Pioneers led by a very talented quarterback, and a big one too, John DeAgostini. 6'4", 220 pounds. Talking to Coach John Bogan, he said, this is our chance tonight. If DeAgostini plays well and stays healthy, then we might have a chance to win this football game against, as he called it, a very, very good Strathaven team. DeAgostini with great size for a quarterback. being recruited by many Division I schools. He will keep it on the ground on the first play from scrimmage. Lamont Smith, the tailback, has the carry. Take a look at the Pioneers offensive unit. Garrett Tenney was the starting tight end in camp, but they needed some size on the line, so he goes to right tackle, along with Scott at the guard. Walk left to center. On the left side, Kennedy and Lyons.
D'Agostini is the key to the game. He's going to be, if he has a good game, they have a great chance. Smith is going to be the main runner there in the backfield.
It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Pioneers. The ball at their own 35-yard line. Heim looks like he's going to throw it, and he is looking downfield. A man wide open, but out of the reach of Brian Chittister.
That play was run perfectly. The ball was just overthrown just a little bit.
Bring up a 3rd down and 7 for this Strath Haven defense. Dan Connor, outstanding linebacker, along with Roland on the corners, Brown and Carter, some speed on the outside. And Atkinson is one of the safeties, and at the other safety is Hagan. Up front, 3-man line, Hargraves and Cresta on the ends. The other 2 linebackers, Peck and McGarity. Cookersberger is the nose guard on this 3rd down and 7. D'Agostini just rifles one in there to Chittister right at midfield, a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And there we saw the strength of Agostini's arm. He was able to set his feet and fire the ball right in there. Here we see dropping back on a 7-step drop, has to rotate those hips around and able to fire that ball in. Nice throw.
Nice job by Lamont Smith to pick up the rush of Nick Hargraves and give D'Agostini some time to throw that ball, so the Pioneers move the chains. Just under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Strath Haven leads it 7-0. Ball right at midfield for the Pioneers. D'Agostini with the backs in the eye. He'll throw on 1st down. Comes out to Heim. Heim with a move, and he'll have 1st down yardage, but there is a flag on the play. This could be a hold against Conestoga after the catch was made. There were a couple of Pioneer receivers in the area. Heim made the catch. Referee Larry Solar in the white hats will make the call here. And it's illegal use of the hands against Conestoga.
Here we see D'Agostini, just a quick 3-step drop, back firing it out. Good throw, good catch. We see the block in the back right there. Good offensive play, but not a good play there by the receiver.
And it would have been enough for a 1st down inside the 40-yard line. Instead, the flag will move the ball back onto the Conestoga side at the 46-yard line. It remains 1st down, 1st and 14.
The Pioneers really can't afford to make those kind of mistakes. They're going to be in a battle tonight. They have to be as sharp as possible.
Conestoga coming off a big win against Haverford last week, a 34-0 victory. Smith goes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground on a 1st and 14 with their fullback, Andrew Colbert. Not much doing off the right side. Gain of a couple on the play. It's 2nd and 12.
Here we see just reversing out, straight handoff inside the tackles, getting yardage, keeping his feet moving.
2nd down and long for the Pioneers. Just under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. P.T. Ritchie in motion. D'Agostini under heavy pressure, shows some scrambling ability and will be shy of the 1st down, but he is not just a passer back there, able to get out of the pocket when it collapsed, and he gets across midfield down to the 45. It'll be 2nd down and 5, 3rd down and 5, pardon me.
That was a very heady play. We saw D'Agostini saw that he was under pressure right there in the middle, and his receiver was not open. Did the best thing he could do, bail out and get some positive yardage.
Jim Rowland, number 44, came barreling up the middle, forcing D'Agostini out of there early.
Did a good job staying in bounds, getting all the yards he could, and then ducking out.
So it's a 3rd down and 5 for the Pioneers. Heim is in the slot left this time. He is the best athlete on this Conestoga team, and the one DeAgostini looks to quite a bit. He will not have time to throw this time, as he is wrapped up by who else? Mr. Connor. Dan Connor, the All-State linebacker last year, comes through with the sack for the Panthers.
Dan Connor just on a straight blitz. He was not picked up at all. The defensive tackle pulled the guard to the side. He had a straight shot straight to the quarterback, wraps him up like he should, keeping his arms down so he's still not able to get the ball out, and down he goes. Nice play.
Loss of 7 on the play. Eric Reitzma, an exchange student from Italy, will punt, and it's off the side of his foot, and not much distance on this one.
Not a good snap. The ball bounced to him.
So great field position for Strath Haven. The Panthers leading at 7-0, 2:03 to play in the first quarter. Back to Wallingford right after this.
They say the best things in life are free. Well, right now, every new 2,000 more.
5-yard punt after that tough snap. Strath Haven set up, will go long on first down. Wide open, but overthrown is Quentin Brown. Rodney Turner with a well-thrown ball down the middle, but just a little too much on it, and John Bogan's team dodged one right there.
Everything was on the money except the pass. The receiver ran a nice post route. Everything was clean, but the ball was just overshot, just a little bit too much air under it.
2nd down and 10 for the Panthers at their own 47-yard line.
Quentin Brown showed good speed getting out there, though.
Reverse here, Davis has it. The quarterback Turner with a block. There goes Davis off the right sideline. Heim chases him down and tackles him inside the 20-yard line. Keith Davis got a great block from his quarterback, Rodney Turner, and turns it into big yardage.
Yes, he did get a great block right at the point of attack. Here we see the handoff and double handoff as the quarterback leads him out, takes the end man out of it, just brushes him enough so that Davis is able to get to the outside. Heim makes a touchdown saving tackle like he should, up high on the running back. Good job by the DB, touchdown saving tackle.
37-yard gain for Davis, and again Strath Haven just keeping it on the ground, having a lot of success running the football. Lenny Carter takes this one across the 15.
Trying to utilize that speed of Lenny Carter, trying to get him outside, but not quite able on that play. Here we see he leads outside, but nothing's there because Conestoga has the outside closed off, cuts it back in to get some positive yards.
Smith and Colbert converging on the tackle there, a gain of 3. Final minute of play in the first quarter. Strath Haven in scoring position again. Already up 7-0, 2nd and 7 from the Conestoga 14. They give it to the Bull, Connor, and he just simply carries the pile. Dan Connor down to the 5-yard line, a gain of 9 more. It'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers.
Connors gets those shoulders square, going north and south, and just gets those strong legs churning, almost unstoppable as he drives down closer and closer to that touchdown.
Carter brings the play in from the sidelines. Strath Haven off to a great start in the season and in this football game tonight. On the ground once again, and easy money for Dan Connor, his 2nd touchdown of the quarter. This one from 5 yards out, and Strath Haven leads it 13-0.
Connor scored 3 touchdowns last week, and he's off and running with 2 tonight already. Strath Haven once again pounding the middle of the field, strong and deliberate, doing a good job.
Chris Donnelly will attempt the point after. Turner the holder. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick. 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. 14-0, Strath Haven with the lead. And you mentioned Connor, 3 touchdowns last week in the win over Springfield Delco. And you also reported an interception.
He had an interception and 2 sacks. He ran 9 carries for a little over 150 yards. He had a 93-yard run in that yardage.
And he played just the first half.
Just the first.
He did that in 2 quarters of play.
Yes, he did.
His touchdown runs of 111 and 93 yards.
They were off and running early. Here we see Connor just taking the ball inside the tackle once again, driving hard for that end zone. There.
I'd like to see that 93-yard speed from Dan Connor. You mentioned he runs a 4.740.
Yes, he does.
Penn State and Maryland among the teams looking at him to be a linebacker.
He's the heart and soul of this defense, and as we see here, he's a strong, strong contributor on offense also. Last week, Strathaven scored every time they had the ball except 2, the end of the half and the end of the game. And they're off and running tonight, scoring both times they've had the ball early.
That's pretty good efficiency. Patrick Heim will return this kick from Donnelly. And again, a low kick, trying to keep it away from Heim. It is taken by the up man, P.T. Ritchie. And Ritchie will give the Pioneers good field position out near the 40-yard line because of that short kick.
The Agostini, as we saw, the heart and soul of this Conestoga team, has good accuracy, good arm strength. Last week he was 13 for 13, a little over 150 yards before they shut it down with their big going-away win last week.
That's pretty good.
That's outstanding. Doesn't get much better than that.
No kidding. He is not going to have a perfect night tonight, but he'll try and get the Pioneers in this thing. Late in the first quarter, DeAgostini, with no one open, will try to find some room himself. Still with his head upfield. It gets across midfield into Strathaven territory, and he'll have a first down.
That pocket broke down early. DeAgostini got out of there. Here we'll see him just dropping back. Wants something quick, but his close protection there by Strathaven's corners, he's unable to reach his receiver, so he scrambles out. Dan Connor took an inside route, got caught inside, allowing DeAgostini to get to that outside and get those positive yards.
Final play of the first quarter, DeAgostini gets into the Strathaven territory with a 13-yard run. The Panthers 14, Conestoga nothing. Back to Wallingford, Pennsylvania with the second quarter right after this.
We have a little leak or something. Holy moly. Guess I better get started.
Right. But first, could you give me your price and the prices of some of your competitors?
You know, don't want to pay too much.
Our customers know the importance of shopping around, because at Progressive.com you can get our price for car insurance plus the rates of other big name companies, and that could save you hundreds.
No one wants to think about car insurance, so we made this stuff easy.
Just give us a call or visit Progressive.com, where you can shop and buy instantly. Maybe that's why over 8 million people choose Progressive for low rates and fast, friendly service. Visit Progressive.com or call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. Not what you'd expect from an insurance company.
On the next Real Life, just back from a dinner with the president of Pakistan, former Pakistani ambassador Ahmed Hassan is here live with a look at the war on terror from abroad. On the next Real Life, tonight 6:30 Eastern on CN8.
On the next, it's your call with Lynn Doyle. A Florida highway closed for a day. 3 medical students held for 17 hours. The reason? What one woman thought she overheard. Free speech and wartime. It's your call with Lynn Doyle tonight, 9 Eastern on CN8.
This is your own personal assembly line, where deals are made just for you. Like this week's special, the Compact Presario 6000 TPC. It's got an Intel Pentium 4 processor that delivers performance where you need it most. You'll also get a monitor, built-in networking card, and right now, a free CD burner or DVD upgrade. And it's just $7.99. So call 1-800-332-9731, and we'll line one up for you.
CN8 Sports presents college football. Your 50-yard line ticket for great football excitement. Catch our featured game of the week. Your teams, your games. CN8 College Football. Saturdays on CN8.
Whether you're into mariachi or metal, we've got a channel for whatever gets your groove on. 44 commercial-free music channels from Comcast Digital Cable.
Hello and welcome back to Comcast Varsity Football. I'm Brian Morrow. Today we're out in Wallingford, Pennsylvania, where the Conestoga Pioneers are going head-to-head with the Strath Panthers. So far, Strath Dan O'Connor's been on fire and already has 2 touchdowns, giving the Panthers a 14-point lead heading into the second quarter. So let's go back out to our local Comcast crew to pick up the action.
See, we'll have another first down for his Panthers, who lead at 14-0 early in the second quarter. Got to get a stop here if you're Conestoga.
Got to get a stop. Got to show that Conestoga really has to show that they can at least stop Strath before this half ends. You know, so they have something to look forward to coming back out and still having a chance.
15-play drive for the first touchdown, 5-play drive for the second touchdown for the Panthers. Davis in motion, he'll get the handoff, slips down as he tries to make the cut.
Looked like he was going to have some room out there, being led by Sam McGarity around that corner, but the footing gave way. Here we see Sam McGarity leading, Davis coming around, footing just goes out from under him even before he's hit, still able to get a few yards.
Yeah, he cuts that back. He has a big gainer right there.
I thought he was gone.
Instead, he gets 5, 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. Again, the motion man gets the football. Lenny Carter will try the left side, has room. Looks like he'll have enough for a first down as Heim makes yet another tackle for Conestoga.
They're able to get Lenny Carter to cut back in, but he's still showing enough speed to get upfield. Here we see the handoff. He wants to get outside, but Conestoga's doing a good job of cutting him off there, but not inside. He's still getting up the field for positive yards.
Gentile gave him a good block to cut that one back inside, give him a lane, and he picks up first down yardage to the 35. 1st and 10 for the Panthers in their own territory. Back to Connor, and why not? It's been successful, close to another first down. If Patrick Heim is leading Conestoga in tackles, the Pioneers are in trouble.
There he is. He's in the secondary. Here we see Dan Connor taking a straight handoff, but that right side of Strath is just blowing it out. He's not touched for 4 yards, and then once he gets that 210 pounds rolling up field, almost unstoppable.
2nd down, a short one. John Bogan's team went to the state playoffs last year for the first time in school history, advancing to the 2nd round before losing to Neshaminy. Davis on the 2nd down and short carry turns the corner right side, and Heim makes his 3rd straight tackle, this one at the 40-yard line, a gain of 16 for Davis, another first down for Strath.
Once again, just coming off that block, we see Davis coming outside. Sam McGarity led him out there. He's able to turn that corner and get upfield. Good job.
Davis showing the speed on the outside. Got McGarity at the right guard, Nick Hargraves 77 at the right tackle, opening up the holes. Strath once again keeping it on the ground with John Durnell, the senior running back. His 2nd carry picks up 3 to the 37. Brian Kennedy makes the tackle for Conestoga, 2nd down and 7.
Straight handoff, getting inside the tackles. Now on the left side, not quite as much, but still positive yards.
Still have 7:40 to play in the first half. Davis already with 94 yards on the ground on just 8 carries in this one. He is on the wing left. Connor, the lone setback on 2nd and 7. Quick throw and a good-looking pass to Ryan Calvi out in the left flat. Another first down for Strath. Pardon me, it's number 6, Quentin Brown, not number 8.
Quentin Brown showing good speed. Once again, driving the corner off, stopping and just curling in.
Good block by Connor in the backfield, giving some extra time. That's Quentin Brown who makes the catch, and eventually tackled by Lamont Smith, but not before Strath gets another first down on the play. The ball at the Conestoga 28-yard line. Connor, not much off the left side this time. Pretty good job by Conestoga defensively.
Be nice if Conestoga could make a stop so they have something to look forward to. Here they do, stopping Dan Connor just a little over the line of scrimmage, able to bring him down.
Travis Walklett, number 68, making the stop in that play. Gain of 2 for Connor, 2nd and 8 at the Conestoga 26. So Walklett, who doubles as the starting center for the Pioneers. Turner gives it to Davis, who's going to go over the 100-yard mark and then some, sprinting for the end zone, touchdown.
Nice play.
26-yard run for Keith Davis.
You are right. He sprinted to that outside. His quarterback was able to get out front again, just able to get in the front of that defender just enough, so he was able to use that speed to get around the corner. Davis just sprinted right for the corner after Rodney Turner was able to help him out there.
20-0 Strathaven with 6.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Turner will put it down for Donnelly, looking for his third extra point. Very impressive first half on both sides of the football for Strathaven. And Donnelly is 3 out of 3. It's 21-0 Panthers in the second quarter.
Strathaven has looked very strong, very efficient, able to run when they needed to, able to control the middle of the field consistently. And now, since they've softened that middle and have everyone pulling inside for Conestoga, they're able to get outside. They didn't have success outside early, but now they're showing the success there.
Back to the touchdown. Keith Davis showing the speed coming off the left wing.
Here we see the double handoff. Keith Davis being led by Rodney Carter around the corner, who's really looking for a block. He's able to get in the defender's way and allow Davis to get around that corner enough to get in for the touchdown. Outstanding.
Outruns Sean Floyd Bethune to the pylon. Third touchdown of the half, and Conestoga down 21-0. 8-play, 77-yard drive that took just 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Davis now 120 yards on 9 carries here in the first half.
Now, this is tough for Conestoga right here. Coming off a big win from last week, they came in here with high hopes. Game's not over. What they have to do is regroup, put together a positive drive, some good plays back-to-back, give themselves some confidence, and keep on fighting.
Donnelly to kick off to Heim once again. 6:37 to play, second quarter. 21-0 Strathaven. Donnelly awaiting the whistle. Another low kick. Knocked down by one of the up men and returned by Doug Jamison. Jamison was on the ground but did not have control of the football. That's why he was able to get up and run. And again, pretty good field position for Conestoga because of the short kick, but the Panthers' defense has really been impressive.
Yes, it has. D'Agostini has to go back to those quick short passes, which he had success with early in the game, and then maybe he could get a quick hitter down the field for something big.
Thought you made a good point, though. The corners for Strathaven are sticking to the receivers. They're not able to get that short pass easily, and as a result, D'Agostini's finding himself in trouble.
Right. They started playing up a little bit more, not giving them that quick slant or curl, taking it away.
D'Agostini to put it up on first down. Good protection, this time nearly intercepted, as coming into the passing lane is Jim Rowland, the linebacker, and almost had a pick for Strathaven.
Jim Rowland got a good break on that. Here we see D'Agostini dropping back with a quick 3-step drop. Looking, but you can see right there the timing was off because it took a long time for the receiver to get open, and Rowland stepped right in front. Should have had the interception.
He was kind of locked onto that receiver the whole time as well, and the defense read that.
Yeah, with a 3-step drop that quick, you have to either pump fake away and then come right back, but you can't just stare right at the receiver you're going to because the defense is just going to roll directly to him.
2nd and 10 for the Pioneers at their own 35. A long time getting the formation, and it's going to cost the Pioneers 5 for delay of game. You can see D'Agostini was trying to direct traffic back there with his fullback Colbert. It'll now be 2nd and 15.
And see, these are the little mistakes that are stagnating the drives of Conestoga. In the early, they got the penalty for hitting in the back. Here, they get a delay, and it sets them back, and they're not even able to get a positive flow going yet. So they have to keep working on it.
Moving the football on their first drive, they were in Strathaven territory until that penalty on a completed pass. Heim is in motion. Colbert is the lone setback on 2nd and 15. D'Agostini under heavy pressure again. He'll go down again. Avoided the initial pressure of number 80, Dave Peck. But eventually, Kokersberger, number 55, gets to him. It'll be 3rd down and very long for the Pioneers.
And right here, we'll see quick 3-step drop once again. Number 80 right in his face, pressuring him, and then everyone else joins right in. But he wanted a quick out. But because the Strath Haven defense had rolled up on that outside receiver, nothing was there. It's going to have to go to his 2nd and 3rd receivers, it looks like.
Loss of 5 in that play. It's 3rd and 20. Strath Haven trying to put this one away in the first half. A hold here should give the Panthers pretty good field position. DeAgostini again cannot find an open receiver, and once again he will go down back at the 20-yard line. Just swarming after him, Carmen Gentile, number 70, got there. Peck and Hargraves have been around the quarterback the whole night.
Yes, they have. Here we see the replay, a deep 5-step drop, looking, but the Strath Haven defensive backs are doing a good job closing in on the receivers, allowing the defensive line to keep pressuring, keep coming, and here we see a sack once again.
Wrightsma with a good spiral. Davis has it at his own 43-yard line. 37-yard kick. Davis on the run into Conestoga territory, taking tacklers with him down to the 40-yard line, and he returns at 17 yards, and again, excellent field position for Strath Haven.
Davis showed some excellent foot movement there with that juke, leaning right and going back left, and just leaving the defender standing in the wake, able to continue downfield. Nice job.
Davis in the season-opening win against Interboro, 11 carries for 130 yards and a couple of touchdowns, and he is almost past that already tonight, and we still have 4:54 left in the second quarter. Rodney Turner, a 1st and 10 at the Conestoga 40-yard line. Davis in motion. On 1st down, Turner throws nicely to Quentin Brown.
Very nice. We're talking about DeAgostini's arm, but Rodney Turner showed his own gun right there, pumping the ball, but able to get it in there. Here we see him reversing out. 5-step drop, holding the ball high, nice, pumps, lets the receiver get open and fires it right in there. Nice job, nice catch.
Gain of
Quentin Brown.
14 on the play, 1st and 10, once again for Strath Haven. Darnell and Connor split behind Turner. They'll shift out of that, and it's Davis getting the carry off the right side. Davis will be dragged down. Nice ankle tackle by Patrick Heim. Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers at the Conestoga 25.
Here we see the replay coming outside of the tackle this time, trying to get outside, cutting it back inside, trying to spread that Conestoga defense out and making a quick cutback, but they were up to the task that time.
Nice play by Heim there.
Heim's making a lot of plays. He's holding the defense together so far.
Turner on 2nd down and 8. Movement along the line of scrimmage before the snap, and this will cost Strath Haven 5 yards.
Looks like Lenny Carter was going forward before he was...
The Panthers had 5 penalties in the first quarter in last week's victory, but very few mistakes on either side of the football tonight.
Very few mistakes, but like last week, this week they're dominating their opponents, and I think their concentration starts waning a little bit. But for them to be in the running for that state championship once again, those little mistakes they're going to have to clean up as the season goes along.
Well, if you're keeping track, now through nearly 2.5 games this year, it is Strath Haven 119, the opposition 7.
Wow.
2nd and long. Davis again has the carry, basically crashes into his blockers, moves them ahead, and has the ball inside the 25-yard line to the 23, a gain of 6 on the play.
Pounding it right behind McGarity and McGreevy's. That right side of the line is doing great. Getting movement. He's not touched till he gets 3 or 4 yards, and his own leg strength keeps him going for some more yards.
They'll move him back 1 to the 24, so call it a 3rd and 7 for the Panthers. They have not been in this situation much. On the opening drive, they had a couple of conversions on passes from Turner to Lenny Carter. Carter stays in the backfield. They'll put it up for Brown. Brown makes the catch and is dragged down immediately by Lamont Smith. This will be very close to the first down inside the 20-yard line.
And the speed of the receivers are driving the Conestoga corners off, and they're able to get to those easy out catches, as we see here, right in the basket, securing the ball, then brought down by Lamont Smith.
Nice route by Brown. Good throw. Right on time by Rodney Turner. Very close to the first down. In fact, they'll bring the chains out to measure here.
That play is almost unstoppable because the speed of the receivers, the defensive back has to respect that, so he has to step off. And if that, it's a timing pattern. So right when he turns out, the ball's coming. If it's done correctly, it's almost impossible to stop.
Kevin Clancy in the dark hat talking with his quarterback. Rodney Turner getting set for a 4th down and very short here. And really, you have a chance with 2.5 to play in the first half to deliver a bit of a knockout blow right here.
Yeah, I mean, this could, I don't really like to say it, but this could seal it. I mean, they're driving, they're dominating. They've scored every time they've had the ball so far. And Conestoga's starting to drag here. I mean, it's really tough and demoralizing, but they have to hold themselves together.
Well, the way they've moved the football, this would seem to be an easy conversion, especially when you have a guy like Connor in the backfield.
They haven't even given the ball to him on this drive.
Nope.
But it looks like Connor time.
It's a pretty good decoy.
Definitely.
Connor in the middle of that set, and he does get the football and the first down inside the 15. Dan Connor again carrying tacklers with him. Heim held him up. Brian Kennedy had him down low, but plenty for a first down for the Panthers.
Well, as we called it, it was Connor time. Here we see just a straight drive once again behind McGreevy's and McGarity. He's driving those strong legs, getting 2 or 3 more yards, carrying tacklers 2 and 3 at a time.
1st and 10 at the 12. Just under 2 minutes to play, first half. Strath Haven on the move again, already leading Conestoga 21-0. They'll keep it on the ground with Lenny Carter, who bounces it to the outside, still on his feet. And Carter down to the 5-yard line, a gain of 7 on the play. He is really adept at making something out of nothing.
Yes, he is, because he was hemmed in right there. Here we see him getting the ball, being led around the corner, but there's really nothing there. Bounces outside and gives up ground to then able to get back upfield and get 2 or 3 more yards.
Got a timeout on the field with 1:43 left in the first half. Strath Haven leads at 21-0. We're back in just a moment.
Hi, Billy Mays here with another unique product from the Invention Channel. It's called the Rotomatic. It's the portable powerhouse that fits in the palm of your hand. It has the power to drill, the strength to grind, and the versatility to buff and polish. The Rotomatic even has the precision to etch and engrave with pinpoint accuracy. The secret's the 10,000 RPM motor that allows you to cut, sand, and drill all in one simple step. The easy change chuck gives you the versatility to polish a silver antique or grind down a rusty nail. The Rotomatic is strong enough to remove rust, yet accurate enough to sharpen the dullest blade. It takes the guesswork out of craft work and makes any weekend project a little bit easier. Sanding a rough edge down to a smooth finish is now a breeze. Or switch out and put the lustrous shine back in your metals. Personalize your most prized possessions in one easy step. Before you replace or retowel, use the router. It makes old grout look like new. The Rotomatic makes a great gift and is perfect if you have a car, truck, boat, or RV. Why spend a fortune on tools that you'll only use once? The Rotomatic gives you all the power you need in the palm of your hand. Similar products sell for as much as $80. Call now and you'll get the Rotomatic complete with this 10-piece set for only $19.99. But as part of this special offer, we'll upgrade you to the rechargeable unit and give you the power pack at no extra charge. But call right now and we'll include the 50-piece accessory kit absolutely free. That means you get all this, a whopping $100 value, all for just $19.99. But you gotta call now. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-518-2647 to order your Rotomatic for just $19.99 plus shipping. Call 1-800-518-2647 or send check or money order to the address on the screen. That's 1-800-518-2647. Call now.
You've got good taste. You've got CNA.
Presentation is everything.
4 great food shows, 4 great places for easy ideas and zesty meals.
This would go great with anything.
It all begins with Christina Cooks at 4. Then Flavors of America at 4:30. The Fred's Kitchen at 5. And Let's Cook with Paul Dillon at 5:30.
Absolutely great.
Expect more flavor. For TV that tastes great, watch CN8. Sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. World-class care in a heartbeat.
Steve Degler, Carlos Bradley back at George L. King Field in Wallingford. Late in the first half, Strath Haven again on the move. 2nd and 1. At the 3, give it to who else? Connor, who finds pay dirt for the 3rd time in the first half. And Strath Haven leads it 27-0.
A very strong run there by Connor. Shoulders weren't even square, but he fought to get them square and fought for that end zone once again. 3 touchdowns this week, 3 touchdowns last week.
Connor takes it in from 3. Rodney Turner will put it down once again for Donnelly. Big first half once again for Strath Haven. And Donnelly's kick is good to make it 28-0 with 1:39 to play in the first half. And Carlos, you look at Dan Connor, All-State in Pennsylvania as a linebacker as a sophomore. Now he has scored 6 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. This is the 3rd one tonight. This guy is just doing everything for Strath Haven.
Here we see Connor getting hit at the line, but still keeping his legs working and squaring his shoulders and pounding for that end zone.
Looks like he'll be the 3rd Connor brother to play college football. His older brothers both playing Division I. Mike, a quarterback at Delaware in 1AA, was injured last year, and Jim Connor, the long snapper up at Boston College in the Big East. Dan has another year to go, but you can bet he's going to be getting a lot of mail in the next year and a lot of calls and visits from college coaches across the country.
Yes, he will. He's doing himself well, having a great showing early in the season so far. As we said last week, outstanding, over 150 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 sacks, an interception. He's off and running tonight. Once again, 3 touchdowns. He'll play big-time football in a year.
Another quick drive, 7 plays. Just over 3 minutes to make it 28-0. Donnelly's kick goes out of bounds this time at the 9-yard line. Conestoga with 1:39 to play before halftime will probably bring the ball out and not force a re-kick here. The referee's talking it over on the sidelines with head coach John Vogan. John Vogan, in his 2nd year as the head coach at Conestoga, spent quite a few years as an offensive coordinator at the college level with Delaware Valley and Ursinus. Came back to Conestoga as an assistant for Matt Gibson. Gibson became the AD at the school. And last year, Vogan took over and led the Pioneers to an 11-2 season and a berth in the state playoffs, beating Cheltenham in the opening round in 2 overtimes before falling to that very good Neshaminy team in round 2.
Let's see if D'Agostini can put together a 2-minute drive.
Need some points, down by 4 touchdowns. D'Agostini throws. Chittister makes the catch across to the 40.
Off to a good start so far, just rolling out quickly. Here we see he's rolling out, looking at his receiver, staying focused. That could be trouble we saw early in the half, but able to fire out to that one receiver and secure the ball.
Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3. D'Agostini has been under heavy pressure all night. Sacked 3 times so far. Still has a minute to go here in the first half to try to get something positive. Davis nearly intercepts that pass intended for Ritchie. It'll be 3rd down and 3 with 54 seconds left in the half.
Don't quite know what he thought he saw there. He rolled out, didn't have pressure this time. Had a clear look. His receiver was fighting to get outside, but he never really was open. defender in front of him and behind him.
Never really got set. He was kind of fading back as he released that football. Very fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Exactly. Keith Davis out there staking his territory.
3rd and 3 for the Pioneers. Heim in motion. Keep it on the ground to get the first down. Lamont Smith with the carry across the 45 to the 47. He'll pick up 5 yards on the play. And Conestoga will move the chains here with 49 seconds to play in the first half.
Lamont Smith, just his 2nd carry of the night. Under the situation, we understand why, but able to get positive yards, catching Strath Haven a little off balance, but Keith Davis able to get in there and make that tackle.
On 1st and 10, DeAgostini throwing on the run, complete on the far side. Chittister makes the catch in front of Quentin Brown.
Chittister secured the ball nicely. DeAgostini fired it out there, a good play. Defensive back Quentin Brown closed nicely, but he's just he's giving up anything in front of him, but doesn't want to give up the big play.
Enough for a first down. Pioneers will spike it with 33 seconds left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Conestoga.
Now this is good for Conestoga. They're putting together a little drive here, able to go in with something positive, giving themselves something to look forward to in this drive and coming out in the second half. They get the ball first, coming out in the second half, see what they can do.
John Vogan out on the field to talk to his quarterback, John DeAgostini. DeAgostini getting a lot of attention from Penn State, Iowa, Stanford, and Princeton in the Ivy League. Second and 10. Good protection this time. Steps up, and it's intercepted by Rowland.
Nice.
Jim Rowland got his hands on one earlier, and this time he corrals it, and he returns it to the 45-yard line. Strath Haven with a turnover late in the first half.
Rowland tipped one early in the half, but here he was able to secure it. We see DeAgostini, just a straight drop back, looking left, looking right, able to just shoot the ball right in there. Thought he could get it over Rowland, but not quite. Rowland made a great play getting up there. Should have taken the ball outside. You never want to take the ball straight down the middle of the field. That's where all the traffic is. But nevertheless, a good job.
Rowland, a 6'1", 200-pound senior, gets the turnover for Strath Haven. Looks like the Panthers will just run out the clock here. And in fact, Rodney Turner will take a knee. And the Panthers, a very impressive first half. 4 touchdown runs, 3 by Connor, 1 by Davis. And as we head to halftime at George L. King Field, it is Strath Haven 28, Conestoga nothing.
Hi, Billy Mays here for the Gopher, the handy helper that reaches so you don't have to. Use it for reaching up high or for picking up down low. In the laundry room, it's the best. It'll get that odd sock in that impossible to reach area. Any object, big or small, it grabs, fits, and lifts them all. If you can't get to it, then the Gopher's great. Grip and lift in one easy motion. With just one finger, the Gopher locks on so you can pick up, take out, and put back without any effort. The secret's the suction action, combined with the easy locking handle that gives you the power to reach without stretching or bending. Under the bed or under the sink, just squeeze and retrieve with one simple step. It picks up what you don't want to touch, and it's much safer than a stool or a chair. Use it outside in the yard. It takes the bending and reaching out of your daily chores. Whether you're small or tall, the Gopher has the power to pick up and reach it all. It's precise enough to pick up this paper clip, yet strong enough to hold this 5-pound bag of sugar. If you own a car, truck, boat, or RV, it's the perfect companion. When something's out of reach, just go for it. Similar products sell for as much as $35. Call now and you'll get the Gopher for only $19.99. But as part of this special offer, we'll upgrade your Gopher to the deluxe folding unit absolutely free. It folds for easy storage and still has the power to pick up like a pro. But call in the next 5 minutes and we'll double the value. We'll include a second deluxe gopher absolutely free. That means you get 2 deluxe gophers, a whopping $70 value, all for just $19.99. But you gotta call now. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-341-8778 to order the gopher for $19.99. When you call, you will get upgraded to the deluxe folding unit and get a second deluxe gopher free with your paid order. You must be 18 or older to call. Call 1-800-341-8778.
Hey baby, hey baby.
No doubt. October 17th at the First Union Spectrum. No Doubt, with special guest Garbage, plus the Distillers. No Doubt with Garbage and the Distillers. Tickets go on sale Saturday at 10 a.m. at the box office and Ticketmaster.
Always get the girls in the back.
Hello, I'm Brian Morrow, and this is Comcast Varsity Football. Thanks for joining us. Today we're in the middle of our second week of action, and we still have another 12 weeks of local games, so let's see what's in store for us the rest of this week. Tomorrow we're going out to Central Jersey for a matchup between Red Bank Regional and Middletown South. Thursday we're out in Pennsylvania to see Pottsville go head-to-head with Blue Mountain, and Friday's our first North Jersey matchup as Caldwell travels to take on New Providence. And don't forget, next Tuesday we have 2 Delaware teams going head-to-head when Newark meets St. Mark's. Today we're at halftime in a game between the Strath Panthers and the Conestoga Pioneers. The Panthers are 81-5 since 1996 and are currently 2-0 this year. Today it's been all Panthers as they've outrushed the Pioneers 211-24. Dan Connor's having a huge game as he now has 3 touchdowns and 60 yards rushing. Well, as we head into the third quarter, Strath on top 28-0, so let's head back out to Wallingford for the second half.
Steve Degler, Carlos Bradley back at George L. King Field in Wallingford, Pennsylvania. Halftime. And it's a big lead for Strath 28-0. Panthers in their black jerseys, moving from right to left here in the second half. Kicking it off is Chris Donnelly, and he'll go short. The ball mishandled by Bill King at the 15-yard line, and King is in some serious trouble. He'll be dropped there by Dave Cothy on special teams. Take a look at the halftime stats. Carl Hosen, total yards by my count 249-61 favor Strath Haven.
Strath Haven showing total domination, obviously, with a 28-0 score. 211 yards rushing to 24. The passing yards are pretty even. 38 for Strath Haven, 37 for Conestoga, but the domination is in the running game.
And nearly 2-to-1 advantage in plays from scrimmage favor Strath Haven. First and 10 for Conestoga at its own 15-yard line. John DiAgostini will hand it off on first down, giving it to Lamont Smith. Smith with a good gainer on the opening play from scrimmage here in the second half. He'll get 9 out to the 24. It'll be second down and 1.
And a good sign for Conestoga with Lamont Smith getting 9 yards right at the beginning. It would be great for Conestoga's for their confidence if they got off to a good start in this first half and second half, and really made a game of this.
DiAgostini 4 of 6 in the first half. 1 interception. He was sacked 4 times. 3 of the catches by Chittister for 32 yards. Second and 1. The Pioneers look to put it up. Again, nobody open. DiAgostini will keep it himself. He'll get the first down out near the 35-yard line. They'll actually mark him out of bounds at the 32, a gain of 8. It'll be first and 10 for the Pioneers.
And DiAgostini there, as we see, he's dropping back. He wants to go outside, okay? And he's not able to get there because Chuck Hagan was right underneath the receiver. So it caused him to pull the ball down and get outside on his own. Strath Haven's secondary is doing a very good job. Early they were getting hurt with quick passes. Now they're playing up a little tighter, stopping that quick outside or curl inside.
First and 10 at the 32. DiAgostini swings it out quickly to Heim, and Heim will be brought down by Quentin Brown. Go to one-on-one tackle. Heim, an excellent lacrosse player, just got back from a visit to Syracuse University, one of the top lacrosse programs in the country. his head coach in football, John Bogan, thinks that Heim could play football in college, but he is super on the lacrosse field.
That was a good play there. The Chittister came across, cleared out, and Heim was able to come underneath second-level passing, and D'Agostini was able to drop it in there.
6-yard pickup on the play. On 2nd and 4, it is Lamont Smith on the carry, and not a whole lot going on off the right side. Smith fighting to get to the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and a couple for the Pioneers.
Interesting play call, a wide play into the sideline. Here we see the handoff to Lamont Smith, the short side of the field, running a wide play, so there's not much room, allowing the defense just to swarm and close right in.
Tom Brighton got to him from behind to slow him up. 3rd and 3 at the 39. Backs in the eye behind D'Agostini. Heim in motion. The give is to Lamont Smith again. Smith trying to drive forward. This will all depend on the spot. He is very close to 1st down yardage.
I think he's going to be a little short there. They didn't get a good push from the offensive line, so he wasn't able to make any movement.
I think he got a pretty good spot. They're going to give him the 1st down.
Goodness.
He did get a very good spot.
I'm 0 for 1 on the night. That was a good spot. You see him pushing, driving forward, getting enough. So says the ref.
1st and 10 at the 43 of the Pioneers. They're down 28-0 early in the 3rd quarter. Smith again to the short side of the field and dropped quickly. Sam McGarity in on the tackle along with Rowland. Jim Rowland had the interception in the 1st half. Nick Cresta making a piece of the tackle as well, number 64.
Now that's the 2nd time Conestoga has run into the short side of the field. Here's Lamont Smith, not getting many yards. Strath Haven, a host of players making the play. What I think they're trying to do is set up something to the wide side of the field. Just give them more room to work going to their left. We'll see.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. D'Agostini rolling away from the pressure. Looks for Chittister. He has the catch and the 1st down in Strath Haven territory at the 47-yard line. Nice pass again by D'Agostini. And now Conestoga in Panther territory.
Right, just as I had said, it looked like they were trying to set something up going back to the open side of the field. A little pressure. D'Agostini rolls out, able to gun the ball down. Good enough for the 1st down. Good job.
1st and 10 for the Pioneers. At the 46, Smith on the carry inside the 40. And again, close to 1st down yardage. Looks like he has enough for a 1st down.
This is great for Conestoga, getting off to a good start. Lamont Smith running strong early here in the 2nd half. Here we see just inside the tackles, good foot movement, working. His offensive line is getting a good push. His strong legs are carrying them forward.
10-yard pickup on the play. 1st and 10 at the Strath Haven 36-yard line.
This is the first test with Strath Haven.
Defense that's given up just 7 points in 2.5 games. Smith again tries the left side, gets stood up quickly, and is dropped just inside the 35-yard line. Bottom of the pile for Strath Haven is Dan Connor.
Dan Connor and Rowland coming in there, standing their ground. Here we see Lamont Smith trying to get outside, cutting it inside the tackle, meeting Dan Connor head on, losing the battle after gaining a couple yards.
2nd down and 8 at the 34. Conestoga 1-1 on the season. 1-0 in Central League play. Strath Haven is 2-0 overall, 1-0 in the Central League. P.T. Ritchie in motion. D'Agostini looking for Heim, overthrows him. The closest one there was Quentin Brown. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Pioneers.
Strath Haven did another good job with this secondary. Here we see the motion to twins. The receiver went short, 1st level passing, 2nd level was a little deeper. D'Agostini not quite able to drop it in there, had to loft the ball over because the defensive men were up close on the receivers. Good job by the secondary.
D'Agostini now facing a 3rd down and long. The ball just inside the Strath Haven 35-yard line. Conestoga in the white jerseys moving from left to right here in the 3rd quarter. Heim is in motion. Straight drop back by D'Agostini. Good time to throw down the field for Heim, and it is intercepted, picked off by Phil Atkinson, who has a lot of territory, and he'll bring it out across the 25-yard line. Atkinson wins the jump ball with Heim, and it's the 2nd turnover by the Pioneers tonight.
Phil Atkinson did a good job playing free safety back there, not letting anything get behind him, kept getting depth on that post pattern. D'Agostini thought he was going to be able to drop it in there, but Atkinson kept getting depth, able to steal it. The receiver actually got his hand on it, but he was able to steal it from him. Secondary continuing to do a good job. Phil Atkinson, Quentin Brown, those guys back there, they're doing an excellent job.
Great hands by Atkinson. Strath Haven will give it to Keith Davis. Davis sprinting up the left sideline. Heim gets him around the ankles and brings him down at the 33-yard line. 41-yard pickup by Keith Davis.
Heim once again with a touchdown saving tackle. Here we see Keith Davis coming in right after playing corner. A little winded. He comes straight up the middle, didn't get touched, cuts to the outside, has the ball in the wrong hand, but he's going to shift it over. And Heim is gaining on him, has the angle, working hard defensively, able to cut him off, doing a good job. Stayed up high on the tackle and able to bring the man down. Good job by Helm. Excellent job by Keith Davis running that ball.
For a play designed to go right, Davis did pretty good job heading to the left. Now 12 carries, 166 yards for Davis. Connor rumbles up the middle. He'll take it across the 30 to the 28, a pickup of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Panthers.
Dan Connor using those strong legs once again, just diving up the middle, getting the tough yards after the explosive run by Keith Davis.
Well, this Strath Haven team can pile up the points and the yardage. 498 yards in week 1 against Interborough. 250-plus yards at halftime tonight. Durnell with the carry. Chittister has him by the jersey, will drag him down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Panthers.
This offensive line, Nick Hargraves, Sam McGreevy, Nick Christa, Gentile, they're doing an outstanding job of moving out, getting a lot of movement, allowing those skilled players to really use their feet, use their quickness to get the positive yards.
Kevin Clancy, the head coach for the Panthers, looking for their 82nd win in the last 87 games. Connor barreling up the middle, takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Connor's powerful runner, cutting inside the tackle, driving, getting north and south once again. Here we see just a cut back, leaving the defenders hanging and able to keep his legs churning. Got his body a little bit forward, but still able to get positive yards. Lost his balance, but an excellent job. Once again, strong.
Not a whole lot of fancy footwork from Connor, and it's been a tough night on the Conestoga sideline.
North and south for Connor.
1st and 10 just outside the 10. Here's Davis dancing his way down to about the 3.
Strath Haven is a very impressive team. They're very efficient. They're just methodically, not flashy, just methodically doing the things they want to get done. Pounding the ball inside, then throwing some outside plays in, and then throwing the little passes in. They're very impressive.
And Turner's been very safe when he's throwing the ball, which has not been a whole lot tonight.
Just enough.
2nd and 3. And this time the touchdown scored by Lenny Carter. His first trip to the end zone tonight, a 3-yard run, and it's 34-0 Strath Haven.
Lenny Carter dancing around a little bit there, but still enough time to able to get forward and get that touchdown. Once again, Strath Haven is very impressive in that drive.
Once again, they'll swing back into extra point formation. Chris Donnelly out of the hold of Rodney Turner. The kick is smothered. Turner throws, and it is incomplete, looking for Davis, so it stays 34-0 with 4:26 to play in the third quarter.
One of the few mistakes by Strath Haven. The snap actually looked like it was solid, but not quite. Turner not quite able to get it down safely.
Let's go back to the touchdown by Carter.
Here we see Carter wanted to go outside, but dances around and able to get positive yards forward, kept his feet alive, able to get in for that touchdown. Good job. Offensive line, once again, impressive, getting movement.
All 5 touchdowns for Strath Haven coming on the ground. Conestoga, coming off a great season last year, has been swarmed under tonight on the road by a very, very impressive Strath Haven team.
Now, last week, Strath Haven scored every time, which was 9, except 2. Tonight, they've scored every time they've had the ball. Very impressive.
I'm not sure if the Panthers have a punter on the roster. Certainly have not needed him a whole lot this year.
Not at all. So far, the first 2 games, they scored 98 points, and they're off and running here tonight.
Still, they have given up only 7 this season. High bouncer taken by Brandon Winters. Winters up the middle to the 25-yard line. Another special teams tackle by Dave Cothey and Al Saeed.
And Conestoga had some success passing the ball. D'Agostini able to get some nice reads in there, but Strath Haven at the end got the pick off. Let's see if they can put something together here.
You're not gonna give it to me, just looking at a soft love. That's cool.
D'Agostini with a couple of interceptions in this one. The last one in the end zone by Atkinson. Just over 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Heim out of the backfield this time, gets the carry across the 30. He'll pick up 4. Second down and 6 for the Pioneers.
Here we see the replay, just a straight handoff to Helm, who's been the best thing for Conestoga tonight defensively and making some plays offensively, able to get some positive yards there. He's a workhorse. Says something for a young man that continues to work under this duress of a 34-0 shellacking so far.
Heim will stay at tailback. Doug Jameson is the fullback. Heim gets his second straight carry and slips down after coming across the 35-yard line. If he makes that cut, he has some daylight, but he goes down at the 36. It'll be a little shy of a first down, 3rd and short coming up.
Here we see just the second man through. Got a good, nice hold there by his fullback Colbert, but slipped down.
35-yard line made the tackle on that one.
Yes, it did.
Going to take time out for a measurement. He looked short originally, but it's close enough for the referees to take a look. We will take a break. 34-0 Strath Haven with 3:19 left in the third. We'll come back to George L. King Field right after this.
Someday, your local physician will consult with national cancer experts. Someday, families will learn about the genetics of cancer. Someday, your doctor will prescribe medications to reduce the risk of cancer. That someday is now at Delaware County Regional Cancer Center at Delaware County Memorial Hospital, linked with Fox Chase Cancer Center to provide the latest in cancer prevention and treatment for excellence in cancer care close to home. Call 610-284-8182.
If there's one day to shop this month, Wednesday is the day. Macy's one-day sale. Savings simplified. No coupons to clip, no passes to carry. Just the best savings of the month. Dazzling jewelry selections. Sensational men's sales. The best names for the home. Macy's one-day sale is Wednesday, plus a preview day Tuesday. The best savings of the month. Macy's one-day sale.
Technology sure has changed since I was in school. Take this compact Presario 2800T notebook. Thin, light, powerful. With the mobile Intel Pentium 4 processor M, you get all that. Plus the built-in networking card and free Windows XP Professional Edition links students to campus. And you can add wireless capability free. It's just $12.99 after $100 instant savings. Just call 1-888-288-9715 now. Talk about lightening your course load.
Is your child protected for the future? Gerber, the baby people you've known since you were an infant, offers you a way to help with that protection through their Grow Up Plan for Children. It's a $5,000 cash value insurance program that costs less than $1 a week. At age 21, that protection doubles to $10,000 with absolutely no increase in premiums. In addition to automatically doubling at age 21, the plan also guarantees the right to $50,000 of insurance by age 28, regardless of health or occupation. So call now for your free information package. Any healthy child 12 and under is eligible to apply. No medical examination is necessary. Simply answer a few questions. As a special feature, your first month's premium is $1. The Gerber Life Grow Up Plan. To show that you care, call now.
Call 1-800-529-3557. The information package is free. There is no obligation, so call 1-800-529-3557.
Just shy of the first down by a couple of inches. Third down and very short for Conestoga. Pioneers at their own 36-yard line, trailing Strath 34-0. Quick count, D'Agostini rather, with the keeper lunging forward, and he'll have enough for the first down.
D'Agostini's a big kid. That's a good, safe play for them. 6'4".
220, just fall down.
Able to just stretch his body out, able to get that first down. Good job.
First and 10 at the 37. Pioneers have made a couple of brief trips into Strath territory. Heim gets the carry. Not much doing off the left side. He'll get a couple. Dropped by number 22, Chuck Hagan, the tackle from behind.
Second man through once again. Not able to get hardly anywhere.
Gain of a yard on the play. It's second down and 9 at the 38. D'Agostini saw his Pioneers lose a tough one in the season opener, 2019 to Westchester East. Bounced back with a 34 win over Haverford last week and down 34-0 this week. Throws out on the right side. And it is complete to his tight end, Shane Seaver, his first catch of the night. Seaver out close to the 45-yard line.
Good job there, able to just quick drop here. 3-step, looking for his tight end who just floated outside from the safety. Chuck Hagan bringing him down right there. Good play offensively.
D'Agostini took a hit after he let it go. Carmen Gentile got to the quarterback. It'll be third down and 3 after a 6-yard pickup. Smith in motion. They'll give it to Heim, and Heim is met in the backfield and dropped by Nick Hargraves. No gain on the play. It'll be fourth down and 3.
Nothing there. Nick Hargraves. Here we see the play over. Second man through. Not really through. Nick Hargraves meets him as soon as he gets the ball. Drives him back along with Dan Connor.
Eric Reitzma, the exchange student from Italy, will punt. His brother Willem played for Conestoga last year and was the place kicker and had such a good time here that his brother Eric came to Conestoga this year as an exchange student, and he is the punter. I believe Conestoga forced to use a timeout here because the Pioneers only had 10 men on the field. So they'll call a timeout with 1:06 to play in the third quarter. 1:06 to play in the third quarter. Conestoga will go back into punt formation with 11 on the field now. Reitzma to kick it deep, where Davis is back along with Lenny Carter for the Panthers. Spiral, Davis signals fair catch, lets it bounce, and this will be a great roll for Reitzma all the way down to the 10-yard line. A 47-yard punt for Eric Reitzma. It'll be first and 10 for Strath with under a minute to play in the third quarter.
Now, not a good decision by Keith Davis. He had ran up under the ball. He chanced the ball touching him by not catching the ball, but in not catching it, they got a 15, 20-yard roll. Good play for Conestoga.
If he can make the fair catch, he saves a lot of yardage for Strath
Yes, he does. Got to get those feet moving early.
Rodney Turner back in the huddle. Hasn't been called upon to throw much, but he has run a very efficient and powerful offense here tonight. He'll give it to Davis, who's had a big ball game. Davis just seems like he has oil all over that jersey. Can't get a hold of him. He's across the 15 to the 17, a gain of 7 yards on first down.
Second man through, led by Connor.
That's not a bad lead blocker either.
Coming off that right side once again. We see McGrady leading him through, driving. Keith Davis kept those legs alive.
Should be the final play of the third quarter. They'll give it to Connor. Connor sidesteps a tackler across the 25 to the 26, a gain of 9 more.
For a big guy, 6'3", 210, Connor shows some good quickness. I mean, he's able to start leading towards the tackle and cut it back upfield very good.
Strath Haven will let the clock run out. We are through 3 at George L. King Field. The Panthers leading Conestoga 34-0. Back with the fourth in a moment.
On the next, it's your call with Lynn Doyle. A Florida highway closed for a day. 3 medical students held for 17 hours. The reason? What one woman thought she overheard. Free speech in wartime. It's your call with Lynn Doyle tonight, 9 Eastern on CN8.
Hi, Billy Mays here for the Gopher. The handy helper that reaches so you don't have to. Use it for reaching up high or for picking up down low. In the laundry room, it's the best. It'll get that odd sock in that impossible to reach area. Any object, big or small, it grabs, fits, and lifts them all. If you can't get to it, then the Gopher's great. Grip and lift in one easy motion. With just one finger, the Gopher locks on so you can pick up, take out, and put back without any effort. The secret's the suction action, combined with the easy locking handle that gives you the power to reach without stretching or bending. Under the bed or under the sink, just squeeze and retrieve with one simple step. It picks up what you don't want to touch, and it's much safer than a stool or a chair. Use it outside in the yard. It takes the bending and reaching out of your daily chores. Whether you're small or tall, the Gopher has the power to pick up and reach it all. It's precise enough to pick up this paper clip, yet strong enough to hold this 5-pound bag of sugar. If you own a car, truck, boat, or RV, it's the perfect companion. When something's out of reach, just go for it. Similar products sell for as much as $35. Call now and you'll get the Gopher for only $19.99. But as part of this special offer, we'll upgrade your Gopher to the deluxe folding unit absolutely free. It folds for easy storage and still has the power to pick up like a pro. But call in the next 5 minutes and we'll double the value. We'll include a second deluxe Gopher absolutely free. That means you get 2 deluxe Gophers, a whopping $70 value, all for just $19.99. But you gotta call now. Here's how.
Hi, I'm Brian Morrow, and welcome back to Comcast Varsity Football. Today we're out in Wallingford, PA, to see Strath Haven battle the Conestoga Pioneers. We're through 3 quarters, and the Panthers have looked great. They now lead 34-0 and are on their way to their 3rd win of the season. So let's get you back out to the 4th quarter to see if the Pioneers have anything left.
We're back at George L. King Field. Starting the 4th quarter, it's been all Strath Haven. 34-0. The Panthers lead the Pioneers. Strath Haven with a 1st and 10 at its own 26. And the Panthers, primarily a ground attack tonight, put it on the ground again with Andrew Jenkins, and he fumbles the football, recovered by Sean Floyd Bethune. And the Pioneers get their first turnover as Strath Haven fumbles the football after what was a good run by Jenkins.
Actually looked like he was down. I thought he was down.
We'll get a look at it here.
Replay.
I thought so too originally.
Second man through. Here he is chugging, coming through. Let's see where his knee is. I think he was down, but
there will be no instant replay on the field. The play will stand.
It is 34-0. Ball's going the other way.
1st and 10 at the 39 of Strath Haven. John D'Agostini fakes the toss under heavy pressure from Peck and finally dragged down by Corey Cookersberger, the nose guard.
The play started out looking very nice. Here we see just a nice fake out wide, but didn't fool anybody. Peck and everyone able to get in, grab him up, and bring him down. That pressure is just relentless getting in on D'Agostini.
Sack number 5 for the Panthers. D'Agostini just hasn't had a whole lot of time to throw the football tonight.
Not at all. And coming off a big game last week, 13 for 13, throwing over 150 yards. I know he was looking for big things against Strath Haven, but it's not quite his night tonight. A lot of pressure on him.
Loss of 7 on the sack. It's 2nd down. Lamont Smith in motion, and they're going to move back 5 more. Delay of game call against the Pioneers will make it 2nd down and 22.
You know, with a big gun coming into the game like this, D'Agostini, a big-time quarterback, getting lots of feelers from D1. I'm sure the secondary for Strath Haven all week were really hyped about coming into this game. And so far, John Durnell, Chuck Hagan, Keith Davis, they've all been up to the task so far. Quentin Brown, Phil Atkinson, they've been up to task tonight.
Smith again in motion. D'Agostini, quick drop. Davis closes quickly and makes the hit on Smith. A step quicker, and it's 6 the other way for Davis.
That was dangerous because that pass on a 3-step drop, as we see, 1, 2, 3, Plant should be out of there quickly. With a little more steam under it, Keith Davis could have been going the other way if it wasn't just in the nick of time.
5-yard pickup, and John Bogan on the right of that 3-coach set. See his team with a 3rd and a long here, trying to get some points on the board. D'Agostini all kinds of time, deep down the sideline for Heim. This one is intercepted again by Atkinson on a tip ball. Phil Atkinson, his 2nd pick, and he has a lot of room, trying to pick up blockers, still on his feet. Cuts it back to the middle and will finally be dragged down at the 28-yard line. Atkinson is tackled by the tight end Seaver, but Phil Atkinson with his 2nd acrobatic interception and good return.
Phil Atkinson did a great job playing free safety, once again not letting anything get behind him. He waited and waited. The ball was tipped around and around. Here we see D'Agostini back having lots of time, which is a rarity for him tonight, but he got a lot of air under the ball, which allowed Phil Atkins and Keith Davis and the rest of the crew to get in position, make that interception. But we see a very nice return. But once again, a lot of traffic is in the middle of the field. If he was able to stay outside, it would have been better for him.
Atkinson, his 2nd interception of the game, the 3rd thrown by D'Agostini. The return all the way down to the 28-yard line before Seaver puts him down. And Strath Haven again with excellent field position. 9:52 to play in the 4th quarter. Strath Haven with a 1st and 10 at the Conestoga 28-yard line. A new quarterback for the Panthers is number 7, Rick Kopik, a 6'1" junior who had a touchdown pass last week in the win over Springfield Delco. And he'll give it to Jenkins, who fumbled on his last carry. Andrew wraps up the football with 2 hands this time, but doesn't gain any yardage. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Change in the backfield. Here we see the handoff. Ball almost got out again on Jenkins, but he doubles both hands over the ball, able to secure it and hold on. Colbert and friends bringing him down.
2nd and 10 for Kopik. Another new ball carrier is Matt Thorne Fitzgerald, number 32. He is inside the 20 to the 19, a gain of 8. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
We see 2nd man through. Fitzgerald getting north and south, squaring his shoulders up, driving. Looks like a good runner here, looking for that end zone. Forward, going forward, north and south. Good job. Fresh legs into the game.
3rd and a short 2. Thorne Fitzgerald again on the carry, gets knocked down hard, but it looks like he was able to lunge forward for the 1st down after taking the hit from Brandon Winters.
Fitzgerald looks like a solid runner here. He's looking for that end zone, going north and south, just like his predecessor, Dan Connor and Keith Davis.
Lots of clean uniforms in that huddle for Strathaven right now with a 34-0 lead, 8.5 minutes to play. And a 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the Conestoga 17. Strictly a ground attack. Keep that clock running. Jenkins with the carry inside the 15-yard line.
Jenkins just trudging along north and south, securing that ball. He's had a few problems the first 2 times he carried the ball. 1 fumble and then almost a fumble just a play ago, 2 plays ago.
2nd down and 6. Jared Bradley gets his first carry for Strathaven. Kevin Clancy is emptying the bench here in a hurry down to the 10-yard line.
But once again, it looks like Strathaven just reloaded. These fresh legs and clean uniforms are in, being just as productive as the first unit.
3rd and a couple. And this time it's back to Thorne Fitzgerald. He is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, surrounded by white jerseys. Winters got there first, so did P.T. Ritchie joining in on the play. And it's going to be 4th and a couple.
Here we see the replay, 2nd man through. Looks like he should have stayed inside, tried to bounce it outside, and his leg stopped. So a host of Conestoga defenders able to bring him down.
Under 7 minutes to play. Kevin Clancy will go for it here on 4th and a long one. Jenkins spins down near the 5-yard line, and he'll have the 1st down. Good second effort by Andrew Jenkins, the junior.
Yes, it was. He was hit at the line, as we see. A little jab step to the left, and then going forward. Was hit initially, but spinning and churning and working hard, getting some playing time and trying to make the best of it. Good job.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Number 27, Jared Bradley, carry it down to the 3. Tackled by Bill King. It's 2nd down and goal.
Jared Bradley, just as the first unit did, he continues on in a positive way, trying to get those positive yards, making the best of his playing time, which hasn't been much tonight, but he's doing a good job so far.
Jenkins does not get the handoff cleanly. A scramble for the loose football. Conestoga says it has possession, and the referees will agree. P.T. Ritchie, number 1, comes out of there with the football, and Strathaven turns it over for the 2nd time, this one inside the 5-yard line.
Jenkins has handled the ball 4 times tonight, and 3 times he's had trouble. Here, the ball was in there nice. He never really secured it, looked really unsure of it, and the ball is off and scrambled for. Good for Conestoga, something positive.
And John Bogan will take anything positive right now. Now he'd like to see some points on the board. And he will bring in a new quarterback. Rob Bassett, number 3, a 6-foot sophomore, will take over. King in the backfield. As the tailback, a fumble on the snap. And now Strathaven says it has the football, and the Panthers do.
Game getting a little sloppy here with the clean uniforms and new players in, as expected.
Tom Brighton will be at the bottom of this pile. He's on the nose.
Never a clean exchange between the center and the quarterback. That is so important. We take it for granted seeing it so many times in the game, but that's the initial contact. If there's a problem there, there's no play.
4th turnover for Conestoga. Kopic will hand it off, and John Durnell will take it into the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown.
John Durnell has played mostly corner tonight, but getting some offensive time and making the best of it. Good job. Quick feet, north and south. Offensive line got a good push, and he's in.
New place kicker for the Panthers as well. Eric Schoenman will attempt the point after. Kopic will hold, trying to make it 41-0, and the kick is blocked. Good penetration that time by Conestoga. And it stays 40-0 with 5:40 to play in the fourth quarter. Under the rules in Pennsylvania, the clock will now run continuously.
Here we see the replay going north and south after a quick turn from the left, going upfield, getting into the end zone. Strath Haven continues to roll.
Panthers will improve to 3-0, trying to get back to the state title game for the fourth consecutive year. They are ranked #1 in Class AAA by the Harrisburg Patriot News, coming into play this weekend.
Strath Haven is a strong team. I mean, they methodically have taken Conestoga apart tonight, right from the beginning of the game, scoring all but one time that they had the ball tonight. Last week scored all but 2 times they've had the ball.
6 straight District 1 AAA titles. They've got Lamar Campbell, an alum, playing in the NFL with the Detroit Lions. Mark Jones in college at Tennessee, Jerry Mason at Syracuse, Josh Hannum at Penn State, Aaron Carter at Vanderbilt. It's a factory here.
It's a factory, and they look like they have a good, another half dozen D1 prospects right now.
Showman's kickoff is a line drive that will be called back as Strath Haven was offside on the kick. So they'll do it again with 5:40 to play in the fourth quarter.
Conestoga with D'Agostini, they've been, thrown off a little bit tonight, but they have to rally around him. They have to rally together. The coach has to really try to keep them positive. It's a long year. This is still early, only the 3rd game of the year. They should be able to regroup, pull themselves together. Strath Haven has shown, as I said earlier, they've been strong, methodically running inside, outside, quick passes out to the flats, and haven't even gone to the deep ball yet. They're an outstanding team. They're going to have to really pull together as they've done to go into that championship once again this year.
Bouncing kick taken by Brandon Winters. He fumbles the football out at the 45-yard line. A scramble, and Strath Haven has it again. 5th turnover on Conestoga with 5:31 to play in the fourth quarter. Strath Haven takes over, leading it 40-0.
Expect more than just scores, more than just highlights. CNA. More of the sports you crave.
It's controversy.
More perspective, more opinion, your opinion.
11:30 Eastern on CN8.
Jared Bradley recovering that fumbled kickoff, and Strath Haven already up by 40. Will have it 1st and 10 at the Conestoga 45-yard line. Rick Kopik stays in at quarterback. He'll hand it off to Matt Thorne Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald curling around the left end, down to the 43, a gain of 2 on the play. It's 2nd down and 8.
Fitzgerald securing the ball, of course staying in bounds, keeping that clock moving as it will late in the game here. Strath Haven looks very impressive, even their 2nd unit. Except for the fumbles by Jenkins, they've been solid.
They sure have. Very, very dominant performance tonight by the Panthers. Here is Jenkins. This play will be called back. Penalty flags before the snap.
With the new bodies, clean uniforms, different personnel in the game, you would expect some mistakes, as Strath Haven is showing now. But as we just stated, Steve, their 2nd unit is very solid. They're doing well. Not too many mistakes, but this is good for them because as they move along in the playoffs, some of these players, may be very important down the road.
You never know, as you get deep into this season, who might be needed as a replacement, even if it's for a couple of plays.
Exactly.
Kopik hands it off to Don Dixon, number 21, his first carry. He is inside the 45.
Don Dixon showing some quickness.
Let me ask you, we have 4 minutes to play in this game with Strath Haven up 40-0 as Dixon gets his first carry. You like this rule in Pennsylvania where you get a lead of 35 or more in the second half, the clock basically never stops?
I actually do like the rule because it's almost like, you don't want to totally embarrass the other team. You've already pretty much handled them, blew them out. You want to preserve your players as much as possible, not get injuries, and it's, you just get the time over, you keep it going, people still get playing time and experience, but I think it's a good rule.
It's a split. A lot of people Certainly agree with you, and a lot of coaches say, well, we don't get a chance to get our players in there, and because the clock is always running, we're losing some of that valuable time. But it will run here with 3:15 to play.
I think it's a good rule overall. I mean, we see some young players now in the game getting some experience, which I'm glad, I know the coaches are glad of. But as I said, you don't want to risk injury. You wanted to keep moving. Players get demoralized. Teams get down. This is when injuries happen. I think it's very safe and cautious. I think it's a good rule.
You see the quick start there after the change of possession. Jared Bradley stopped on a 4th and 6, so Conestoga takes over on downs. And the Pioneers will bring in their 3rd quarterback of the night, Josh Cohen, a 6'2 sophomore. Will call the signals on this set, and a little confusion. He will take a timeout to get the right personnel out there. We will as well. 2:47 to play. It's all Strath Haven leading Conestoga 40-0. Final 2:47 in Wallingford with Strath Haven up 40-0. Conestoga with a 1st and 10 at its own 39. Cohen back to pass. He'll go deep for Ritchie. Ritchie pushes off, gets some space, and makes the catch inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. P.T. Ritchie with a fantastic play and a gain of 45 yards.
It's not over. We got a game. Nice play here. Quarterback able to drop back, no pressure. Jenkins coming from one side, but not able to get to him.
That's a well-thrown ball by Cohen, too.
Well-thrown ball, air under. Really a poor play by the corner because, one, he let him get behind him. The receiver was able to turn around and still had time to catch the ball.
Ritchie gave him a little help with a push-off. Here's King around the right side. Bill King with a good pickup on 1st down.
I'm sure Strath Haven is a little upset about this, trying to secure their shutout. Here we see the handoff. Bill King running, driving upfield, trying to get to that outside corner. Not quite able to get there. Brought down.
Andrew Pluta making the tackle from behind. Gain of 9 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 1 at the 7-yard line. Cohen looking into the end zone for Ritchie. This one is short and tipped away nicely. Beautiful play by Devin Armstrong, a sophomore, who knocks it down. Let me correct that. It's Tom Bemke, number 38, who makes the play.
Tom Bemke made a nice play, but once again, he let the receiver get behind him. What he needs to do is run to the receiver first, then look back for the ball. Second mistake was he knocked the ball up, still allowing the receiver a possible chance to catch it for a touchdown. Young guys out there, knock the ball down if you have a chance.
King on a 3rd and 1, battling for 1st down yardage, and looks like he'll have it inside the 5. And Carlos, just a very impressive all-around performance tonight by Strath Haven, which will improve to 3-0.
Strath Haven is strong, dominant, and able to make plays when needed, which was whenever they wanted to tonight. Scored all but 2 times that they had the ball last week, and once again tonight they've been dominant. Offensively powerful, defensively just as powerful. An outstanding overall team.
2nd and goal for Cohen. He'll give it again to King. King, fighting for the goal line, is actually dragged back just shy of the touchdown. And Conestoga will try and go in a hurry here with 30 seconds to play.
Conestoga trying to get into that end zone, but Strath Haven doesn't want to allow it, trying to secure their shutout here.
And Conestoga will end the shutout as King takes it across from 2 yards out for the touchdown.
I'm sure Coach Kevin Clancy is a little upset, but he can't be too upset because his team was quite impressive this evening. An outstanding performance, just a late score there, knocking out that shutout.
Now something to cheer about on the Conestoga sideline is Bill King, the 5'10 junior, with the touchdown. Conestoga, before the conversion attempt, will call a timeout with 17 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. Conestoga to go for 2. Cohen rolling, throwing back, and it is knocked down nicely this time by Strath Haven's number 38, Tom Bemke. He must have heard you.
Tom Bemke must have heard me because he did it exactly right. Knocked it down. As I said, young players out there, if you have a chance, run your body to the receiver if he gets it behind you and knocks the ball down. Strath Haven, in 3 games, is 138 to 14. Not bad for the first 3 games of the season.
Lots to cheer about on the home sideline tonight. Strath Haven will improve to 3-0. Conestoga will drop to 1-2 on the season. Central League play, Strath Haven 2-0 now, and Conestoga under coach John Vogan will be 1-1. Conestoga will tee it up. Steve Fry will kick off. Strath Haven with a vicious ground attack tonight. Dan Connor, Keith Davis leading the way on the ground. Strath Haven has basically been in control the entire game. Fry lines one short. Thorne Fitzgerald on the return. He fumbles the football. Still loose at the 35-yard line. An old-fashioned scrum has broken out. And Conestoga has the football with 3 seconds to play.
Conestoga with another late break here. A little too late, but still something positive that they can cling on to.
And the clock will run out here at George L. King Field. Strath Haven with the win, 40-6 for Carlos Bradley. This is Steve Degler saying so long. Let's send it back to our CN8 studio.
Well, the Pioneers did get a score on the board, but it was all Panthers today as they rolled to a 3-0 start. And that'll just about do it for today's action. But don't forget to tune in tomorrow when we continue our coverage with a Central Jersey matchup between Red Bank Regional and Middletown South. So for everyone here at Comcast Varsity Football, I'm Brian Morrow. Thanks for watching.